This show is an opinion-based show. The opinions expressed here of the person who expressed them and not a reflection of how League Gaming or its staff speaks or thinks. This show is for mature audience.
You know what? Fuck that. You guys get so butthurt about this show and our opinions. I don't even know why I bother putting a disclaimer. You pulled the mercy card once, just contact him when you get butthurt, cause it's coming.
Welcome to the LG Doghouse. I'm your host, Sir Mike Knight. With me, as always, Air Raiders, Jet,
Crispy's back,
and Audacity. And yes, Crispy is back. The man, the myth, the legend, the one who made the Doghouse what the Doghouse is. Everybody bow. I may be the face of the Doghouse, but he's the behind-the-scenes guy that we've been missing. So, here it is. Good old Doghouse. Like it used to be. And just to prove to you that it is like it used to be, we're going to go into our first topic, and that is...
Big summer blowout.
Air Raiders, give us a big summer blowout.
Oh man, do you want a specific game? There's so many.
I got a specific game. I'll start off while Raiders does his research. I have a specific big summer blowout. First of all, there's a ton. I don't know whose idea it was to expand the CHL so that that team gets beat 11-1 every other night, but good job on you guys. My favorite one, big Doghouse fan, and honorable mention on a lot of our shows, Jason. Won a game last week and was very happy, very active in the shout box. Played all 3 of his games on Sunday and decided to kick off the week getting absolutely shit on, 10-1 in the first game of the week. Just absolutely ridiculous. In the queue, 10 given up by our good friend Jerome, excuse me, another dog. He was too busy doing Jerome things to really have to do anything. But 10-1, and then you go through the scores even just Wednesday, 11-2, 9-0, 8-something. Like, what are you guys doing? At some point, just get in the shell and hope.
It's pretty bad out there, and also fuck the Huskies. But I'm gonna go with this game just happened last night, I believe, and it was 11-2, the Toledo Walleye versus the Cincinnati Cyclones, and this game wasn't even like close anywhere. Like the only place that Cincinnati matched up with Toledo was they both had 4 penalty minutes. Like time on attack, shots, everything is just absolutely insane. This, to Jet's point about like there's 11-1 losses every night, that was actually the argument against having a 4th line when we brought it up, and it's like it's already happening. Like the skill difference between the first and the third line is so gross right now because of the expansion that this is what you see every single night of every week.
As somebody holding on to my third line roster spot very, very tightly, and receiving in the last week a 9-1 loss and a 12-1 loss, I'll tell you, it's kind of funny, man. And then desperation kicks in for some reason right around 6-0. That's when they start blaming the defense, and it's just like, dude, it's 6-0. You ain't got one shot. Yes, I'm gonna pinch. It doesn't fucking matter at this point. But yeah, and that's normally what causes the blowout. It's because after that, everybody just gives up. The goalie kind of puts his controller down, starts eating Cheetos. The The defense is like trying to play offense because they're pissed off because the offense can't get it done. The offense is trying to play, I don't even know what the fuck. They're behind the net trying to play more offense back there. And, I mean, it's awful. Every breakout pass is 20 miles long. And that happens when the game gets out of hand, everybody loses complete plan.
So was that your blowout? Is your King
You
Fruit
know, my 12-1 blowout, yes, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't think I had any more room in my asshole for the Barry Colts to climb into.
I'm gonna go with the Rapid City Rush over the Kansas City Mavericks, 6-0. Now, the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because former host of the AHL Overdrive, Dudley Do-Right. Is Dudley Do-Right, Ace 22QC, Fear 62, Freddie Couples, and It's Snook Time with Nick XT. What the fuck is these XT89 crap? Absolute trash. 26 shots versus 6.
But if they had made all 6 of those, tie game. We're going to overtime. Can we just take a second to acknowledge the universal sign of we're getting shit on, I just want this game to be over? And that's when you come back and you see your goalie doing the Ninja Turtle roll. So he's got the pad stacked out and he's rolling back and forth. That's the universal symbol for fuck you guys. I hate this game. I'm going to roll here, get my calisthenics in, and we're going home.
That's the waving of the white flags.
The white pads.
The white pads are in the air.
What it is like you get to that point, like Audacity said, where you're losing by so much and everybody's just running around and no one can fucking do anything, and then like you're all basically just playing because you can't quit. Like it's a league game, so like you can't quit. So you're just like you're gonna if you're a forward, you're gonna take the puck and try to dangle everyone because fuck, I might as well get a highlight goal out of it. You know, if it works out and I score, I get a highlight. I mean, we lost fucking 10-1, but whatever. I one hand tucked the goalie.
Play for beat shutout.
As a defender, you start playing offense because if you score, you can be like, look, I scored. You fucking forwards couldn't do shit. And the goalie is just like, I don't have to stop any pucks because I haven't anyway. So that's the point that you get to, and it's just basically 6 dudes who just can't quit, and they're just out for themselves at that point. Like they all have their own personal like, I'm gonna make myself look good somehow, and it never works out.
No, never works out in the end. All right, so there's our big summer blowout.
Big summer blowout.
So we're starting a new segment that we're hoping to be able to continue. It depends on how it's received. And Audacity, what do we call that?
We're going to call it the Baskin Robbins. 3 scoops and a cone.
3 scoops and a cone. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to give you the forward of the week, the D-man of the week, the goalie of the week, and the cone of the week. We're going to start with the forward of the week, Air Raiders.
Going with Admiral Crap from the Drummondville Voltigers. Went 3-0 this week. Actually, the first game on Sunday was one of our big summer blowouts, 10-1 against Valdor. So I love seeing Wizza get his ass kicked. He put up 10 points in that one. He had 18 points on the whole week, and he absolutely killed it. So I mean, that's the forward of the week right there. That's the way to get her done.
Is Wizza still playing Enforcer?
Probably. Him and Sean Avery, they find it to be the funniest fucking thing in the face of the universe. And don't get me wrong, they win a ton of games. I don't know how they do it, but like they think it's like the most like it's like a joke between those two that none of the rest of us are in on.
All right. So I'm going to bring you the D-man of the week because God knows I won't be one. Especially
Love the D.
I'm going with Top Line Tom from Tulsa Oilers. 2 assists, but I'm not going by points here. All right. 3-0 record, +9 on the plus minus, and a +2 takeaway giveaway.
That's hard to do in this broken ass game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
+2 total. Goalie of the week, Jet.
So my attendee of the week, I have another media guy. Actually, I try not to play favorites. Hawks fan, and then a bunch of fours. I don't know if it's 3 fours, 4 fours, however many fours you got in there. Hawks fan, fours. Goalie of the week had a hell of a week. They might be the best goalie tandem in the league over there. Him and Big Mac are just playing out of their minds right now. But Hawk, 5-0-0 on the week. He had 2 shutties, which is basically a gift from God, because normally EA comes in and takes your shutty away no matter what you do. He ended up with a 90 save percentage and a 1 goals against on the week. So 2 shutouts, a goal under the week, 5 wins. That's an easy one for Hawks fan. That's a great week.
And I think you can contribute a lot of that to the defense. I know he does say that, but like I had 3 of their defenders are as far as defender of the week. All right, so in true Doghouse fashion, we can't give you the good without giving you the bad. Audacity, who's the coach of the week?
Sadly enough, here's where it comes into. I hate calling out my own team. I hate calling out myself on my own team. My whole third line, you have to understand this. For the week, these were the scores of the games. 9-1, loss. 12-1, loss. 6-1, loss. I think it was a total of like minus 20-something just for that week alone. To put the whole third line, the guys that play regularly that aren't ECU'd, at like a minus 36 on the season. The fact that Glimmy even keeps us around is just thank God for this show, because that's it. It's not my thumbs, I'm telling you. But yeah, the code of the week goes to Kingston's third line, forwards, defense, everything. It's just a shit show dumpster fire right now. And it's what happens when you pick up a game after not playing for 2 years and they change poke checking on you.
Audacity is like Oprah. You get a cone, you get a cone, you get a cone, and Audacity goes to TC.
I'm just saying. I mean, I feel bad because I'm part of that. So like, I'm not taking myself out of that. I'm like negative something too. I mean, I got traded off of goddamn, what's that little soldier team?
That little soldier team.
Yeah, the one with the little toy soldier on there. Brampton? No, it's not Brampton anymore.
North Bay Battalion.
North Bay. Yeah, I got traded by them. You know, and they're worse than my team. If that's even a thing.
What a deal by them to get rid of you.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's a couple of epic Doghouse trades though this season. Audacity gets traded from one shit team to another, and me and Jack get traded for each other.
Remember that time Jack got traded to a top tier team?
Yeah, for about 15 minutes, and then I got sent back to the same shit team that I'd just been traded to.
That was great.
What a fucking troll trade.
That's why we're not live anymore. We're blaming the fact that Crispy came back that we're pre-recording, but I'm sick of getting traded live, so we put a stop to it.
We're tired of getting traded and passed around live on the air.
Yeah, no more troll trades.
All right. I'm going to take a trip to QC. For you French viewers, we have Audacity. With Audacity's baguette.
Bonjour. Pour honor les trois meilleurs joueurs QC de la Gervla La Croix de France. Number 3. Kurtwoff, 86. Doghouse, Vesner, Knopfschnitt, blah, blah, blah. And then I have number 2, or Deuce. Or, I don't know, it has an X on it. Deuce. Zuma, D20. Del Toro, Villas, Botats, Tente, 9 points. And element number 1, QC, LG, Este Stama of the Berry Colts. Avec Vixens, set butts, avec un total de 4 points, c'est que l'on la partie française de la. And this still ends my French QC moment.
Okay, so when he was reading the third one, did it sound like he was speaking German? Like he had like a German accent?
He went German multiple times, and then I swear he just stopped what he was doing and just said butts for no reason other than trying to sneak it into the third one.
It says butts in my translation. Google translated it. I sent Crispy the translation, so hopefully he'll subtitle that for me. And you guys will know exactly what I said in France for the guys that don't speak French language.
Say le boo!
Oh, you found your Frenchest hat you could find too.
Exactly. The French love me. I covered them.
All right.
Germans love David Hasselhoff. The French love audacity.
Talk to them like your French girl's audacity.
Draw me like a French girl. That's why I
You
posted
see
that
audacity
picture.
coming at you.
Let's cut into the doghouse. Air Raiders. Who's in the doghouse?
Going with Jason, Mayor Topcat, and I don't even know who their other manager is. I'm going with the Huskies management. You trade me for Jet. That's your first mistake. Getting rid of Jet. Not getting me. Getting me was a good idea. But you traded me for Jet. Decided to go with Jerome. I think Jet highlighted how that experience went perfectly earlier in the show. And then, after I get traded, Westerhoff hits me up. He was the management on the Idaho Shitheads. And he's like, hey, I traded you there. They said you're going to play. And I wanted to get you somewhere you were going to play. It's like, all right, cool. So I talked to Jason. Jason says I'm going to play. I'm going to get rostered. We're going to get the big call-up. Heading into Sunday, I get traded again. Because, Mayor has a hard-on for Stammer. Whatever. Cool. And then he says to me in the shout box, like, oh, nothing against you. Just we got Stammer and who else? Some other French kid. Shab. We got Stammer and Shab now. We're good. Like, that's what I wanted. All right, man, cool. They proceeded to go 1-8 this week. So smooth move. And you have Jerome who gave up 10 goals in the first game.
I must point out though, they still got one more win than when you were there.
That's not
So
fair.
they're on the upswing.
I wasn't there for any games.
When you're doghouse in your trades, man, that means you're just salty.
No, that's
You're
100% legit.
salty.
You decided to trade me to get two guys that you thought were gonna bring your team to fucking glory, and then went 1-8. I think that's maybe I am salty. I don't give a fuck. Salty as fuck, but it was stupid.
Can we get a salt emoji? Like,
Huge salt. Dump a whole fucking load of salt right here on my face.
Hey, Crispy, can you load in some butt cream? Because he's got a lot of hurt right there. I mean, first they shut down Mixer, and then they sit there and trade him and don't call him up. When's the last time
They
you played an LG
They
game?
traded me first and then shut down Mixer.
When's the last time you played an LG game?
Last week. I got 2 big ECU games for the shitheads before
That's
I got
more
traded.
than Mike.
it's true.
Mike's playing in 4 banana leagues so he can get 3 games a week.
He's holding up the training camps everywhere.
Jet. Who's in the doghouse?
So I'm going old-fashioned Raiders here, and we're doing multiple doghouses. I used to hate it when he does it, but there's sometimes it has to be. One, I'm going to start where Raiders started, and we're going to go to Rue Naranda and talk about the Huskies for a second. Not because I'm better. God knows I wanted to be out of there. Being in a locker room with Jerome is one of the most difficult things for any human being to be. Jerome's going to be in the doghouse. He took my spot. He chirped me the whole time I was there about how much better he was. I think he's still mad about the infamous KFC and Cheetos talk, the stacking KFC buckets, which is understandable. He brought that up a lot. Told me I was bad, that he would have said that. And then Jason came in the shout box and said, you know what, Jet? Jerome will make those saves. We didn't need you. Jerome is ass. He gave up 10 goals after getting that vote of confidence, and then it was all downhill from there for the Huskies. Which then brings me to my new home, the shitheads, as they're so lovingly called. I got traded there. I waited about a day before I got any sort of conversation about a Discord invite, and then I Discord. I'm trying not to be Raiders, so I'm trying not to be toxic. So I come in and say, "Hey guys, I'm here. Let's go win a Mem Cup." To which 10 hours go by, and no one says anything. Like, you guys are last place. We're like 3-57 or whatever the hell we are. And people just don't care. No one's happy. The only guy that's talking in the whole Discord is AXZ20, where the hell his name is. And he's only talking because he doesn't know how his headset works. He doesn't know how beer works. He's just so lost at everything that he has to constantly bring it up. It's been a nightmare experience. So the Discord, the team as a whole, for just being boring people, you guys are all in my doghouse with Jerome.
I feel like we are in a unique position where we both got to experience separately two shit situations.
So let me ask you, in the battle of shit versus shit, would you rather be shit with Jerome in your locker room or shit with Silence in your locker room?
I'd take the shitheads locker room only because I can't stand Jerome just constantly. Jerome has like the biggest ego for someone who's not good. Like I've never seen like, and he'll argue with anyone, and him and Jason will go back and forth about like, you're a racist, no, you're fat, and it's just like it just goes on and on and on and on, and my Discord's just blowing up with notifications and notifications. So I would rather take was it AO or AZ or whatever the hell his name was, not having the plug-in USB Ryan Seacrest mic, than fucking listen to Jerome and Jason bicker back and forth to each other.
Audacity. Who's in the doghouse?
God damn. Can I do the double doghouse?
I think you have to.
Okay, since we're all doing double doghouses, here we go. I'm going to put the Air Raiders and Jet both in my doghouse for one. Because who puts their own team in the doghouse for being garbage? Because you got stuck in that situation because your lack of thumbs. That's why I'm okay. I'm negative 36, but I'm still on a roster smiling because I don't care. And then finally, my second doghouse is going to be Mike. Because who makes me stay up till fucking 11 o'clock at night? I'm an old goddamn man, and you're in playing banana leagues. I was like, oh, what's Mike got? I guess he got work or he's got something to do with the kids. No, he's playing a fucking banana league, and we can't shoot this doghouse until goddamn stroke of midnight.
I did say 10:30, but I'll give that one.
All I'm saying is, at fucking midnight, do your thumbs turn into pumpkins? Because it can't get any worse.
They do. They do.
Huh?
Thumbs do turn into pumpkins at midnight.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't realize that. Don't report me. Don't report me.
You made me cry. Okay.
That's thumbism.
You're such a thumbist. Stop it.
We just coined a new phrase. This is going to take LG by storm. If you make fun of anybody for their thumbs, you're a thumbist.
You're a thumbist.
Don't be a
Great
thumb.
LG of thumbists.
We're going to get that in the code of conduct here in no time.
So here we go.
What? So, like,
My dog.
wait, hold on. We're talking about this thumb thing.
Go ahead.
So can you say thumb
T-shirt idea.
if, like, you have lame thumbs? Can you say thumb?
No.
Now Crispy's got to make a cut there.
We're
Or are you going to have a censor bar?
Yeah.
We made it so good. We made it through half the episode without having any censor bars.
You can keep that in there. I don't see why you can't. Thumb. It's just like fire retarded. It's not bad. It
You say
means
fire retarded
anti-thumb.
or fire retarded?
I want you to keep this whole segment in there, but just
And see how many of us get banned.
Well, nobody else is saying it. I'm just making sure I got this straight. Look, I'm an old man. Back in my day, there was words we could say that you can't say anymore. Like,
It was one of those words.
back then, women didn't have dicks. Things have changed drastically.
That should be the title of the episode.
This is our first and last show with Crispy.
It might be the last show of Audacity for 3 seasons.
What are you talking about? Like, I'd be chat banned from the website. They can't silence my doghouse.
Imagine we just, that'd be a great segment. Just Audacity blind comments on the CHL.
All right, my doghouse. I'm also going to put two groups in the doghouse. All right. The first one are former doghouse members. Who the fuck hits me up at 2, 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning because they think they deserve a special doghouse role on the goddamn, and then bitch at me because I didn't get it right? Fuck you. I'm going to sleep. You can fucking deal with that shit. Then wake me up at fucking 8 o'clock and I just don't have it. Don't care. I'm going to work. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, God.
Fucking A. And then Waxy, I should get Doghouse OG too. Bitch, you didn't create the Doghouse. Fuck you need a Doghouse OG for? You were on for like half a season.
Lexi was like my Kmart replacement.
Jesus.
Everybody's like my Kmart replacement.
Fucking role. Anyway, the second part is anybody who hasn't joined the fucking Discord yet. You're not in the Discord, you're wrong. Read the forum. Make LG Media great again.
Say no to thumbism.
I saw the eye roll. I saw that
Say
eye
that.
roll. Hey, Raiders. I saw that eye roll.
I feel like that's an overplayed expression. Now we're always trying to make something fucking great again. Let's fucking make Mixer great again. Oh wait,
Why are you holding your hands like you're Mr. Burns?
that's how I feel.
I mean, look,
Plotting.
that's how I feel. Even
This
the way
week-
you're closing it, you're like,
This week has changed me. Okay, let's go.
do some.
I don't get LG games. I don't have a platform anymore.
Some thumb and jacks. Maybe you should go to workout. Maybe you need a montage.
All right. It's mail time. All right, here we go. Our first question comes from Karaxi. Who has the dirtiest room on the Doghouse?
Air Raiders. He cleaned it because he saw that fucking question. But normally he's got a shit ton of shit behind him. Look at him. He can't even stop smiling because he knew he did.
No, I really didn't. This is the
No, he had to get rid of all the Mixer stuff. That's why it looks so clean.
No, I'm just gonna. You guys just take my word for it. It's me, and I'm not joking.
Everyone knows it's you, Mike. That was a weighted question.
I mean, come on, it's me.
You know what I do have though? Remember these from like back in the day? It's like the old school box and everything.
All right. The next one comes from Golden Aces. How much of a shitter is Aces? Audacity, you can answer this.
Don't even care to talk about him. That's how much of a shitter he is. I put him in the musty pooter pile where they just don't even deserve to be looked at. He's a snitch who would tattle on you in a heartbeat just because somebody drew a giant penis next to his face and put it on Twitter and called it Mike's Vape. Suddenly, I'm a bad guy. If you can't take the game, don't play.
So the next one comes from Pipsqueak. How would you fix the RA system? Most importantly, the RAV system.
In terms of what though? Is he talking about how they're assigned, or is he talking about like what you're allowed to do with them, like them like not being call up eligible? Because to me, if you're getting your highest contract ever, you should just be call up eligible. I think that would still need a little bit of tweaking, because if you had guys who like always managed but are probably worth like $9 million, I think you should have to like there's a certain amount of tweaking there that would have to be done. But it does suck. Honestly, the way I fix the RAV problem is by having one sign-up date and there are no RAVs. the RA system as a whole, I think it is pretty much fixed, right? Can you still exploit it?
No, not as easily. No, because
I don't think you can. I don't think you can exploit it, but I mean, at the same time, like even me as an RA, whatever the hell I am, if I sign up late, say I miss a sign up, and I want to play goalie, I legitimately can't play goalie because I played D at one point and have a $3.5 million contract. So I mean, at some point that needs to be looked at. When you sign up and you have your highest contract ever, that's fine, but it should be your highest contract at every position. Like my highest contract at goalie is only $2 million. So that should be, if I sign up for goalie, that's what my contract should be at there. I shouldn't be stuck at a almost $4 million contract because I played defense in a rattled summer season where no one wanted me.
It's like now.
I think we answered that pretty well. Why can't the CHL just be 3 games Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday?
Oh, you mean like I suggested last game when I said we should go with the 4th line instead of expanding to all these shitters that we have?
Well, I mean, that would make it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, why not? As West Coast, that's a perfect dream. Having those 7:30 games, the more 7:30 games we can get out there, I think it's going to open up. Like I know you guys see the forum posts with that idiot that's trying to start a West Coast league. I respect you, West Coast, but at the same time, why not just add more 7:30 games to keep those West Coast guys happy? Like getting off of work at 5:30 and having to try to rush home to an LG game, it's tough as a West Coast player in this league. Adding another 7:30 slot, that's the way to do it.
If you had Jet throwing up gang signs on your Doghouse bingo card, you win. By the way, but I think that there's actually feedback on this, and there's a lot of people who benefit from having the Wednesday games. I know a couple of people who have told me that if there was Wednesday games weren't there, they wouldn't be able to sign up for 4. So I think you have to weigh the league and what the availability problems are in the league, and have your schedule be, because there was a lot of flack over getting rid of the Thursday game.
Oh
a lot
my
of
god!
people like having the Thursday game.
A one random Thursday 5:30 game. Oh man.
Well, it's 5:30 for you. It's 8:30 here. It's a lot of people like having it. It was a lot of people had that extra one game of availability that gave them eligibility to play in the league. So you don't want to cut out a day and then have a lot of players not even eligible to actually play in the league, because that is your only right as a player in LG, is to sign up for 4 and you get 3, as long as you're a roster player. Other than that, you have no rights.
Right. You have no right. Next question is from Karaxi again. Trade skill level thumbs with anyone in the C for a season. Who do you pick? Raiders.
I would trade thumbs with Audacity, because I just want to be. I want to know what it feels like to be super bad and just not care for a season.
Then you should have picked me. I mean,
if
you don't get to play, he's on a roster. I'm not.
All I'm saying, if he picks to switch thumbs with me, don't smell him.
No, they'll be out here at all times. They'll just walk around life like
what
this.
What does he do with these things?
Jet.
Charmin Ultra Strong.
I'm gonna keep with the theme here. I would definitely switch thumbs with Raiders. I think it would be amazing to just go in the shout box, not play any games whatsoever, and think I'm some fucking CHL god, and just run down the left wing with reckless abandonment and try to one-hand tuck the goalie every time. Like, to do that and not care what anyone thinks, it seems like it'd be a blast.
It's actually really fun, and I am a CHL god, so it's okay.
Audacity.
I would have switched thumbs with Mike, because I was going to say Mike before Air Raider said me, and I was really pissed off that he took my bit, but definitely wanted to be Mike. I mean, for as many seasons as he's played this game, and he still can't make a roster, the fact that he's on the Doghouse and had a $5 million contract at one point and still couldn't make a roster, I mean, I would definitely have to trade with him.
TC life is great.
He can breed the shit out some dinosaurs, though. I'll tell you that much.
Man, I don't even know if I would trade thumbs with anyone. I'm loving life, sitting in the TC, just chilling on a team that's actually winning. Great. It's awesome.
He's like backup quarterback going, I got a Super Bowl ring.
Stage 2 acceptance.
Call me fucking Jimmy Garoppolo right now.
He's Matt Castles, 100%.
Fucking San Fran. Just saying.
No, because Garoppolo was still good and sitting on the bench. You're not,
Yeah.
and sitting there.
I'm third line worthy.
You're like Rex Grossman.
All right.
You went to a Super Bowl and immediately sat on the Redskins bench,
Brian
third
Hoyer.
string for the rest of his career.
Brian Hoyer. Can we settle on Brian Hoyer?
He's starting somewhere, I think. He was, wasn't he?
Dude, he's back up to Stidman.
Who's his backup?
He sits there and knows the system. He understands how the game works because his body can't physically do what it needs to do. So that's a pretty good comparison. Mike understands how the game's supposed to look. He just can't get his thumbs to do what his mind says.
Yep.
That's why he can come on here and talk about it, but not actually. It doesn't
That's
translate.
like, you know what? I know
Like
the
those-
perfect person for him then.
Those
Tim
who can't
Hasselbeck.
Those who can't teach. Matt Hasselbeck started for years.
No, not Matt Hasselbeck. Tim Hasselbeck, his brother, who's the announcer on ESPN.
How the hell did we spend this whole time on football? Can we move along, please?
Classic Crispy. We have to leave that in.
All right.
Fucking Don Cherry.
No, because Don Cherry is at least a good coach. I don't think Mike's been a good owner.
No.
He never made it to the big leagues, though. Mike won a playoff game once.
Actually, I've won a handful of playoff games, but that's neither here nor there. So that's all. That's all the questions we have for mail time.
Also, if your question didn't get read, it's because it sucked.
It was a sucky question. Try again.
It's because Mike's the dumbest.
Or you're not in the.
Or you not what? Robot? What'd you say?
It's because you're not in the Discord.
Join the fucking Discord. That's all the time we have for this episode of the LG Doghouse. From myself, Air Raiders, Jet, Audacity, Krispy Kremer, LG. Vaporwave.